We can talk WWE.
Now we're in my wheelhouse
There we
now,
go.
baby.
I knew with Ricky in this room and an NFL offensive lineman, wrestling was going to come up. What's going on, everybody? I'm Tony Mack. That's Tricky Ricky. We are here live from Toyota Field, getting ready for Game 2 on a Friday. Game 2 of a 6-game series because of rain. Or Game 3, excuse me. We had a doubleheader yesterday. Game 3 of a 6-game series here between the Trash Pandas and the Montgomery Biscuits. We got a really special guest with us here today, as you heard me bring it up just a moment ago. We are joined by James Clemens alum, Kentucky alum, and now a member of the Detroit Lions, offensive lineman Logan Stenberg. Logan, thank you so much for being here, man.
Thanks for having us, guys. What was that name again? Tricky Ricky?
Tricky
Yeah.
Ricky. That's
Okay,
right.
all right. That's
Yeah.
a pretty good name. I wish I could combat that, but thanks for having me on, guys. Seriously.
Yeah, what rhymes with Logan? What's
Hulk Hogan. Segue straight into WWE.
Right back into it, and we're back.
Logan? All right. Hulk Logan Stenberg in the house today here in Panda Land, our guest of honor. Did you ever play any ball back in the day? You ever a baseball guy?
I did, yeah. I grew up playing travel ball, traveling down to Coleman, Alabama, and playing in tournaments. And we did that till my parents were like, hey, I'm tired of traveling every weekend. I'm tired of paying all this money for it. And I was a big guy, so, I played a lot of third, first, catcher, pitcher. And I was like, I really didn't love it. I loved hitting. That was about it.
What was the batting average back then? I would imagine you smacked the ball.
I couldn't tell you, but I mean, I was swinging for the fences. It was either a strikeout or a home run, so that was it.
The gentleman that escorted you up here to be on the show, he is going to be mad at me if I do not ask you, especially since you said you played travel ball. What was your walk-up song?
Ooh, God, you guys are asking. I don't even remember that either. It was long. I don't even think we had walk-up songs.
What would it be?
Yeah.
It would have been the Stone Cold breaking the glass.
dude, that's
coming
mine.
Straight, no.
I love it. That
We
would
can
have
fight
been
for that one.
I'll just give it to you. It's all yours. All right.
Okay.
I'll take the Miley Cyrus
Just run a
or
little
wall.
wall-to-wall Oklahoma drill real quick.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way.
We can do it.
All right, let's go. No, please don't. Please.
For your safety, I would.
You just put me through into the visitors.
In the flip-flops, so you got a chance. There's no doubt.
All right.
So growing up, I mean, you're talking about Stone Cold's music being your walk-up. Was that your guy?
Oh, yeah, that was my guy. And then I had a little bit of alter ego. I loved Rey Mysterio, although I was a big guy, so I couldn't really relate to him. And I didn't want to like the Big Show because I felt like I kind of embodied him a little bit. But, yeah, Rey Mysterio, Stone Cold, even though he's kind of right before my time. I was born in 97. He was on his way out. But, I'll go on YouTube and look up clips.
Oh, yeah.
All that.
Now, this seems like it fits perfectly for your current occupation. Not only are you an offensive lineman where you're bashing every single play, but you're playing for Dan Campbell, who seems like Stone Cold Steve Austin if he didn't go between the ropes but instead picked up a headset.
No doubt.
How is it playing for a guy with that kind of mentality, especially considering how you're thinking with the Stone Cold music as you walk up?
Yeah, MCDC, man. He is it's hard to beat him. He'll come in early morning. We'll be there at 7 a.m. Everybody's kind of wiping the crust out of their eyes, getting coffee, and he comes in screaming. He'll always have some type of video playing, some type of analogy to, embody what we're doing that day. But he's awesome. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better head coach to play for sure.
Yeah, what does a kneecap taste like?
Oh, exactly. He's been living that one down for 2 years now. I don't think he really meant to say that, but, it's kind of been our motto since then. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't just casually mention nibbling a man's kneecap.
No,
often.
I'll tell you one thing. He does want to kill people. He does not want to win games. He wants to annihilate. He wants to go out there, run them in the dirt. If we can score 100, we will.
But there's a method behind the madness. Like we've seen people come and go like that in the NFL, right? Where they're just like, we're going to hit them hard. We're just going to play really hard-nosed football. And that's what Dan Campbell seemed like at first in that press conference, which is why people tease him. But I think one of the best things to happen from my perspective of him was Hard Knocks. Like really getting that behind the scenes look at him, where not only is he's telling you guys, what kind of football we're going to play, but he reiterated over and over in just the Hard Knocks, what we were able to see, that he knows what it takes to win, and he's going to do everything he can to make sure he's giving you all of that information to do. So I've gained so much, even before the season, so much respect for Dan Campbell, and then you turn around and have the season that you guys did. It was amazing.
Well, he's a 10-year vet. He knows how it is, He gets us as players, and he's obviously surrounded himself with great coaches that are all pretty much former players as well. That's kind of a prereq to be on the staff now. But, our GM, Brad Holmes, obviously puts the players in the room for him, and he's inspires us. That's what he does. He goes up there, he inspires, he coaches, he puts us in the right position to do good things, and nothing but utmost respect for him and Brad as well.
Well, speaking of Hard Knocks, we see the TV show, so we feel like we're in there. But there's days of footage that doesn't get used for that stuff. How is it with Hard Knocks there? It's got to be in your mind.
Honestly, terrible. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not a fun experience. You go in, and a lot of these guys, they go into camp, and they're trying to make the team, me as well. I was very fortunate to be drafted there in the 4th round, blah, 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 in 2020, but I still have to make the team every single year, including this year. So you're going into meetings, and you got cameras everywhere, people following you, and if you mess up on the field and you're sitting there watching on film, your position coach is sitting there MFing you for an hour. It's like, guys, this is a little embarrassing. Can we get off this now? Can we please? And the cameras are crazy because they're in the wall. They come in, they have their entire crew, and it's a high budget. So as soon as they start talking to me, it'll go and start panning right towards me. You can tell that they are now filming.
You can hear the zoom.
And you see the little red dot blinking, and I'm like, oh my gosh, please cut this. Thank goodness I didn't get ripped on, but they definitely had some footage they could have used.
Is there what's a good one that we can get a copy of? Check it out behind the scenes.
No, I can't give you that information. We're gonna leave that one in the archives forever.
I've always seen the move is like if you play copyrighted music, whenever they're filming you, they can't use the footage.
Yes,
so
exactly. So a lot of guys will do that, and then people start coughing as well because you won't be able to hear us. So if those go, cough, they'll have to cut that. And then I'm pretty sure the coaches get all final say in what's used, so they're going to make sure we look okay.
I'm glad you brought that up, finding ways to not be filmed on camera. So in 2019, I was working in sports radio, and we were a Titans affiliate, so I was able to go up and get the press box behind the scenes. After the game, I was allowed to go in the locker room, talk to some of the players. And I was told before we went in there, asking people that had done it before, they're like, hey, obviously if you're going to film them, make sure they got clothes on or film them up above or whatever. I swear that guys would get undressed on purpose so they don't have to talk.
100%. 100%. I started my first game this past year, and, of course, they were trying to come over to me. Straight to the shower, out of the shower, no towel, air dried. Put the clothes on, went out to see the family, we went home. I was like, I am not talking to media today. They're not going to – I don't know. It's kind of bad. There's women in there too, but it's like if you guys are going to come and start talking to me, I'm out of here, so.
Didn't you pull that move on Derrick Henry? Didn't you pop up on him when he fresh out the shower?
Well, no. So Derrick basically told me where I could go because he wasn't talking to media just yet. I got the new guy treatment. So one guy was like, hey, you go in there once Vrabel and the quarterback leave, you guys are free to go in there and talk to whoever. I walked in there, and nobody's talking to Derrick Henry. He still got his pads on. So I walked up, the first person I'm trying to talk to that day, and they lost the game like 19-17 to the Colts. The field caught on fire. I walked up to him, and I couldn't get more than, hey, Derek, and he was like, hey, man, I'm not talking to anybody right now.
Yeah.
And then I walked back to the guy, and he was like, oh, yeah, he didn't talk to anybody until we're done. He does it all at once. I'm like, well, where were you there? So then I turned around, and I was about to go up to some offensive linemen. And that's why I asked you the question, because they were the news people were there with their cameras. They walked up to him, and in tandem, I think it was Taylor Lewan and someone else, both dropped trout right there.
Oh, yeah.
They were just, all right, walk to the next guy.
It's a known rule, and especially offensive linemen, we are not shy. So, it is straight. We don't want to talk. It's clothes are coming off, and we're going to the shower.
Oh, my
I knew
gosh.
it. 4 years I've been wondering if that was on purpose, and it was.
100% on purpose.
Cat and mouse, man. It's all a game.
You bring up the whole having Dan Campbell back there, but last year in particular with the great season that you guys had on offense with was Jamal Williams and the incredible year that he had in the backfield. What a fever dream that has to be like you're getting hit in the trenches all game, and then you turn around and on the sideline, you're getting yelled at by Dan Campbell who's talking about kneecaps. You got a running back trying to trade you Pokemon cards.
100%.
It's...
Yeah.
Had to be insane.
it's good to be in the huddle and you're looking around everybody and everybody's just kind of taking it easy. You know, Tim Boyle, he was a backup quarterback for us last year. He's notorious for it. He'll come into the huddle, straight tells a joke, tries to get a crack, a laugh or something, and then we go straight to playing. Because you can't take yourself too seriously. If you get out there on the field and you're nervous and uptight, you're not going to play well. So you got to find a way to break the ice.
We've talked about Tim Boyle before. And
TB12?
Yeah, TB12.
Lowercase.
Lowercase.
Lowercase, yes, of course.
So feel free to pitch that to him. Lowercase TB12.
Great guy, by the way. What were y'all saying about Tim?
That was the nickname we came up with him.
TB12, dude. Talking up Boyle time.
Yeah.
You know?
Lowercase TB12.
Well, he's a Rogers guy, so he wouldn't like that very much.
No, probably not.
Hey, he's a Rogers guy under him, so they were good friends.
I think we brought him up because we were talking about him being a Thanksgiving Day hero or something one day. It was him or that quarterback room at one point. But we're joined by Logan Stenberg, offensive lineman for the Detroit Lions, played at Kentucky here collegiately, and then obviously more local, went to James Clemens High School. So I'm curious, you talked about being drafted in the 4th round of the NFL draft. What was the whole draft process? And I don't mean like going through the meetings and stuff. I mean draft day, like draft weekend.
Yes.
What was that like? Were you aware that you were going to go later, or so? What was your plans? What were you doing during draft?
Yeah,
weekend?
so my parents have a farm in Tennessee, and so I had me and my fiance at the time, no girlfriend at the time, were there just with my parents, brothers, and all that were there, and we were real low key about it. We just sat there and watched, and I didn't want a big party or anything because you never know what's going to happen on the draft. I was, told 2nd round. I was told 7th round. Thankfully,
Right.
I was somewhere in the middle, but you know what I mean? I didn't want to be super, super excited or really upset. So we kept it real low-key, had the family around, ate some good food, watched, and, it's a stressful weekend. I'm not going to lie to you. It is you sit there and you watch. That first night, obviously, is all first round. Second day is, 2nd and 3rd, and then 3rd day is 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So I was lucky to go early on Sunday, but it's a stressful weekend for sure.
When that phone rings, like, does everyone look at each other?
Oh yeah, everybody, yeah. And I stepped straight outside, so I went out on the deck. I started talking, and first person I get in contact with is Matt Patricia at the time. He was the head coach,
Right.
and first thing he says to me is, "Can't wait to have you. Don't get any penalties up here." And then handed the phone off, and I was like, "All right, proud to be a Lion. Great."
Don't get
straight to business, man.
Yeah, he was all business for sure.
Wow.
What'd you say when you went back in there? Did you just tell your family, "Hey, I'm a Lion," or did you like, "Hey, that guy just, I don't, that guy scares me"?
No, we were excited. I was crying. Life just changed forever for me. So it was it was awesome. Everybody's hugging and kissing and whatever. And we watched my name go up on the screen. It was a surreal feeling. I don't remember much of it. It was kind of a haze, but it was a great day.
And now, being a pro, like, with the Madden video game, like, you're in there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Like, how's that, man?
Always
like,
a dream. And I cannot say that I play a lot of Madden. I'm not going to lie. I'm more of a first-person shooter. I play Call of Duty and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it's always cool to just have that little on my shoulder. You know what I mean? I'm in Madden, so I can say that when I'm 40 or 50 and all decrepit.
I know I got the Logan Stenberg card the other day, and I was like, oh my god, this is weird, man.
Yeah, I'm probably a 20 rank on it.
87, dude. They gave you an 87.
No,
Dude,
don't lie to me.
I'm not lying to
Okay.
you, and I know it's a fact because I saw a guy tweet it, and you actually retweeted him. I
did, yeah.
love this because this guy goes, "What's Madden doing giving Logan Stenberg an 87? Don't they know this guy stinks?" And then you retweeted it with the laughing emoji.
I did.
I'm like, I love a guy that can take the because it's easy. You go on Twitter, you see one negative thing,
dude.
It just crush your ego, your mental being there, and no, you just go. All right.
Twitter will tear you apart, so you got to laugh at it, man. Even kill all the way through. Don't get too high, not too low. Just keep going. So
God, you gotta love that, man. That's awesome. Because I know I can. I had one person yesterday that works here tell me that I looked homeless trying to pull tarp yesterday. And I thought about it all. I went home last night and I'm like, homeless. I couldn't imagine what Twitter.
you went home, you're like shaving, you're like on a treadmill.
Bull crap.
Yeah.
I totally have a home.
That's where I'm driving there right now.
Yeah.
But hey, some news from the Detroit Lions. Got a new helmet in town.
Yes, sir. Did y'all see the pictures and everything?
I saw
think
the
it looks pretty slick.
Saw the video. I personally like it. Now, whenever a new uniform piece, anything gets revealed, the internet hates it because we hate new stuff. But I like it. I mean, it's going to be paired with the gray jerseys. I saw due to some NFL rules, you can't wear it with anything other than the grays.
Yeah, it has to be the gray, which is an alternate, and so I think we'll probably wear it twice a year, maybe.
Okay,
if that, we'll see.
But I like the look. It's an homage to an older Detroit Lions look. I love that we have the alternate helmets back. I think it's just.
I'm with you.
I mean, I feel like in the NFL you can afford an extra helmet.
Yes, yeah, I agree. I just wish we'd bring the black jerseys back in Detroit.
The
The
Joey
all-
Harrington era.
Oh man, with Megatron, had the
yeah.
black jerseys. I love that look. We went to the gray, and I'm not a huge fan. It's not a good look for the big guys, It shows them.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
so the black is thinning. So we need a little black out there. It'd be good.
All right. Well, I like the new helmet. Tony Mac, how you feel about it? I know.
I had seen someone share like the '80s helmet before they showed the '50s ones. I liked that one better, but I don't hate it. I am not a jersey snob at all. I actually like try to find a positive in everything because I think there's a reason you guys are doing it. But I know people that are jersey snobs, and they're the worst kind of people to deal with sometimes. They're like, well, this. I have friends that are Auburn fans. And one summer, they kept complaining about the change to the jersey. And I looked at it like after 2 weeks of them complaining about it, and I didn't know what the change was.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was afraid that they've been.
You're like, yeah, I hate it so much.
And I was just like, yeah, I mean, it's different. And it turns out they changed like an inseam on the pants. And I'm like, how do you even know that's a thing?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So I whatever you guys are trotting out.
You need to be a jersey snob here, though. Trash paint is. I mean, jerseys are sick.
They're pretty sick.
The logos are great. I mean, you've got to be able to be a snob around here.
Let's talk about some pandas, man. You're up there in Detroit for work, but you're the native son to the 256 here. Big Pandas fan. What do you think about what we got here in town now? We're going into season 3.
This place is crazy, man. I grew up going to the Stars games down in downtown Huntsville, and just to see what it's kind of grown into, this place is crazy. It's awesome. The field looks beautiful. It's obviously well kept, thanks to you. Thanks for putting the tarp out there. Man, it's awesome. I'm very impressed. I'm excited to get out there and throw a pitch today. Hopefully I don't bounce it, but it's very impressive.
I'm the PA, so I'll be announcing your pitch. So
Oh, goodness.
better make us look good.
You got to hype me up, dude. Either way.
got you.
Okay.
I got you.
You've
Don't
been
worry.
warming up. You've been practicing.
I'll be honest with you, my shoulders are so bad. I haven't thrown a ball. I'm just going to go out there and wing it. I've had so many troubles with my shoulders.
I think that's the best way to do it because sometimes we'll get people, they'll practice for weeks.
Oh, yeah, no
and
way.
it's like you're just throwing a ball to another person
Yeah,
once.
exactly.
I feel like if you practice too much, you're psyching yourself.
Yeah, you start overthinking it,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
And that's the thing I think people need to do more of is when you go up there, you're not going to be right on the mound. You'll be a little in front of it, but you're just trying to get the ball to that guy's glove. You're not trying to break a record.
No.
We have too many people that get up there. They'll get in their stance. They'll give a couple looks to second base. And then they'll either throw it in the dirt or they'll fling it behind the head because they're not used to throwing that fast.
They'll fling it at our social media manager at about 82, and he's like got no pads on.
Yeah.
He's got a camera around his
You're
neck.
giving him too much credit. No way they're throwing 82.
He's trying to save his teeth. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, coming in at a mean 52.
Exactly,
With
there
the,
you
with
go.
the
Grown man
with the
throwing
facial
50.
of a man throwing 102.
You toss that thing and you make it to the glove, they're going to cheer you, man.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all that matters.
Good.
That's all that matters.
I
Just
guess
get it
my
to
only practice has been with my dog. I throw the tennis ball with him, but that's about all I've done. So we'll see what happens tonight.
You mentioned for the draft night you were out there on a farm in Tennessee. You live a lot of farm life growing up?
I wouldn't say that. My parents bought a farm when I was about 10, and I spent my teenage years up there working on it, and then obviously football took over. But I haven't worked on it since I was probably 17.
What kind of work did you do on the farm?
It was a bunch of putting in fence. It's a cattle farm, so it's 250 acres, so you got to keep them in. And so it'd be me and my dad out there, hot July summer day. He's older at the time, so it's really me putting the fence in. And we got these T-posts, and, of course, we're doing it by hand. So I'm grounding these T-posts in for hundreds of acres. And
You did all most of the acreage?
oh, yeah, for sure. Me and my father did all of it. And so it was it's cool to look back on it now. It's cool like we did that. But at the time, I was cussing them.
You ever look at a guy across from you and go, this D lineman, this guy, he's never put in a T-post.
No, he's never.
This guy doesn't know how to.
He doesn't know the difference
No,
between it. No.
he doesn't know what it means to be tough.
There's something to be said about farm tough. I mean, I will say,
There
but
is.
I won't claim to say that I'm like the most redneck guy out there for sure. But I have a little bit of experience, that's for sure.
You move a lot of hay bales?
Yeah, oh yeah, moving hay bales. That's with the tractor though. We got round bales, so they're too heavy to pick up. Now, if they were square bales, we'd probably be doing that, but we do it straight for round.
You and your dad get along well, I guess?
Oh,
With
yeah.
having to put 250 acres worth of fence in together?
Well, you learn a little bit about yourself out there when your dad's. I mean, you guys know how it is back in the
my
day.
God.
So.
Oh, do I? Look, you don't want to go down the road.
Oh, this guy's dad has been like psychologically torturing him for pretty much his entire life.
Hopefully he's not watching.
Dude,
dad
no, I
and
think
my
he does, and I hope he is watching because this needs to be a wake-up call. These podcasts sometimes turn into like a therapist chair where I just kind of like listen to his problems and then become
Well, let's
speechless.
do it. We're here. What happened?
So two stories.
Yeah.
I'll give you one with my stepdad and one with my dad.
Buckle up.
Okay.
With my stepdad growing up, I don't drink tea. Tea makes me throw up. Like it just something about the taste. Like I'll puke
Sweet
it
tea?
up. Any tea,
Any
sweet
tea.
tea, any tea.
Okay.
However, we make our own tea, right? Like the family will make it on the stove.
Yeah.
Mix our own sugar in it, and then you'll put it in the fridge.
Yeah.
For some reason, it was me, my brother. I'm the middle child. My younger brother, my older sister, my mom, and my stepdad. All of them drank tea. I was in charge of making the tea. I would get in trouble or grounded or not allowed to do things if it was too sweet or if I messed it up I was in charge of doing. I can't taste test.
I'm not tasting it.
Right. So I would get in trouble all the time for like making the tea wrong, even though I don't drink tea.
Yeah.
My dad, for my 14th birthday, it was a couple months before my 14th birthday. They've been separated since I was 5 years old, so I was visiting him like
You
Halloween.
can tell this has been hurting him for a while.
Buddy, hey, this
Thank God we got this
these
out.
walls have been trying to quit for a few months.
It was Halloween, like 05, 06, and I was about to be 14 years old, so it was 05. And my dad comes upstairs right before he's driving me back to my mom's house. We meet halfway because he lived here in Alabama, she lived in Tennessee. So right before we left, he came upstairs. He was like, I'm thinking about it. He sits down. He sits a 16-ounce glass down in front of me. I've been thinking about it. So you're about to be 14. You're a man now. Drink up. So I take it. No idea what's in the cup. It's black. It looks like Coke. Looks like Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
So I take it, and the first thing, as soon as I take a sip, I try to put it down because it's disgusting. He takes the back of it and just lifts it. Made me chug a 16-ounce straight bourbon, and
Whoa.
sent me back to my mom's house.
Whoa. Okay, that took a turn.
I
for
know,
me.
right?
That one
Yeah.
took a turn.
I was a man for.
You were hammered.
Yeah.
you were smoked.
Dude, I was smashed.
Yeah.
14 got no tolerance,
None.
and Pops has got you doing a keg stand on 16 ounces of bourbon.
I spent the first hour driving to meet our mom in the back seat, trying not to throw up. And then I spent the second hour on my way home trying not to throw up and trying not to let my mom and stepdad know I'm hammered out of my mind.
That's honestly, you should brag about that.
How did you get away with it?
I don't know.
How did they
I don't know
not
if I did. I have no idea if I did. I don't remember the way home.
16 ounces of bourbon at 14 years old, never touched alcohol in your life, and you just gulped it down.
Housed it. I didn't have a choice. Housed it. It was that or drown.
That's impressive.
it was-
That really is.
That's impressive.
I don't think I could do that right now.
I don't want. I could. I don't want to.
So you and your dad ever do anything like that?
He's never forced me into alcoholism. No, he hasn't.
Okay. That's good.
Thank God. But no, I mean, it was just bickering back and forth. That was about it. Get out there, put that. I'm done with it. I don't care. Go. And
Hey,
so it
Bills,
would
make
just
me
be,
throw up.
Yeah.
I can't.
Stop making me drink, Dad, please.
I can't carry the bale. I'm wasted.
When my dad was when he wasn't trying to force me into an early AA meeting, he was very hold the light. Like both of them were hold the damn light.
Oh, yeah. Get the
like
wrench and you got a hammer. And yeah.
Make the tea.
It's not the. I asked for 3/8. What are you doing?
Yeah. There was a lot of that as well, for sure.
Drinking bourbon all day, Dad. I don't know what a 3/8 is. I can barely count.
I know what a
to 8.
fifth is, not a 3/8.
That's right. I don't know how to count anymore. I can't get to 5.
Oh my gosh, dude. So, where the hell do you go off that one?
I don't know. I didn't expect to go there, so
I
I
didn't
didn't
either.
see where to go.
I'm glad
Any
we did,
tips,
though.
or- yeah.
Oh, hey,
I'm
since
glad
we're
we did.
I do have a question since we're talking about drinking. This is a perfect segue into that. We got to the College World Series. Here we got the championship coming up tomorrow. I know Kentucky made it to a regional. I think they got beat out by LSU.
We did, yep.
So the whole Rocco's Pizza Jello Shot
Oh,
challenge,
yes.
I think, started in like 2016. The history of that and how quickly it's elevated in the last 3 years because of the SEC is fascinating. So it started in 2016. The record in 2021 was set by Mississippi State. They sold a total of it was just less than 3,000 Jello shots. 2021. Last year, Ole Miss smokes that record, goes 18, almost 19,000. LSU last night was at 29,000, and they got at least 2 games to go.
Well, if you hit a walk-off like that, I mean, you got to do more than drink a couple Jello shots. But the marketing ploy by Rocco's, good for them. I mean, probably $5 a shot.
$5 a shot. They're sitting at almost so last year total, they sold 31,000 total shots to the 8 teams. LSU's going to break that themselves. They're almost at 50,000 shots right now. It's $250,000.
Yeah, that's crazy. Good for them.
Stanford, meanwhile, in the 6 years or 6 or 7 combined years, I think they've reached 1,000.
Yeah, that's not surprising whatsoever.
They're
if
always
Kentucky
in
was
there.
there, we would rival LSU. I'm telling you, we got a bunch of drinkers in Kentucky.
So
yeah.
that's what I wanted to ask you. I know that it's probably a very common question when you talk to people here in the South. What's the best, the loudest stadium you played in? What's the drunkest stadium you played in?
Oh, it's got to be Tennessee.
Really?
Tennessee, they get smoked and a little sloppy, honestly. They've got their overalls on. I'm gonna hurt feelings here. This is a very regional show right now.
It's okay.
Go ahead.
But yeah, they're probably the worst fans in all of college football. If I had to say, they're pitiful. Neyland Stadium isn't that great. It's an old kind of beat down stadium. Not a fan. I'm guessing I got Alabama Auburn fans
he's
right
an
now.
Alabama
fan, yeah.
Keep
Typical.
preaching, baby.
There you go.
Tell it.
I am not a fan. And then for incoming teams, away teams, we have to stay in this ratty old hotel up on top of a hill. It's just not a good experience.
Well, so it's funny you went Alabama and Auburn because I brought up the Auburn story. My wife is an Auburn fan.
Yeah.
I grew up in Alabama and Tennessee, but my stepdad since I was 5, he's from Seminole, Oklahoma. So I'm an Oklahoma fan.
Okay, all right. Sooner.
So I love Mark Stoops.
There you go. Yeah.
I love Mark. I love Mike, wherever he is. He's still an assistant at Bama. I don't even know where he is anymore. Love him. Of course, love Bob.
I don't want to be mistaken here. He's with Kentucky. He's a linebackers coach. I'm almost positive.
Oh, Mike's over with Kentucky now?
I'm almost
Okay.
positive. I could be wrong. I haven't.
Well, he got fired from Oklahoma in like 2019, and he immediately went to Alabama because that's
I
what
saw
assistant
that.
coaches
Yeah,
do.
fact check me,
And
please.
I just don't know where he is
yeah.
now.
I know we have a Stoops as a linebacker coach as well, but going to Mark, love Coach Stoops to death. He was one of the best coaches I've ever been around. Great guy. He came to my wedding.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a great guy. We're good friends now, so
Mike Stoops, linebacker coach at Kentucky.
there you go. I didn't want to be wrong, but I was pretty sure.
Kind of inside information you get right there when you got an alum over here.
Well, it's just a
Or
Google.
search the
you
roster.
You can just Google it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
found it in seconds.
Well, you bring up you talked about having a farm and working on a farm. If you want to talk about a guy to get along with, I mean, they grew up in Iowa?
Ohio.
Oh yeah, Ohio, and then
Youngstown, Ohio.
Bob played
At Iowa. Yeah, they both did. Mark was a safety. I don't think he played very much. He's about 5 foot nothing, but smart guy. Love you, Coach Stoops. But yeah, they're from Youngstown, Ohio, so they got a little bit of gangster in them. If you know that area, they're a little mafia. You don't want to mess with them.
So I do want to know, like you talked about playing in front of Tennessee. I know Kentucky Tennessee is a fun rivalry to watch. It's not going to be the sexy rivalry people talk about, but what are some of your favorite college memories? Maybe a game in particular that you had. I would love to know some of those things.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of one of those double-edged swords. We broke the streak of losing to Florida in the swamp for 30 years, I think, in 2018. And so beating them at their home, breaking the streak was incredible. Probably the most fun I've ever had on a plane ride home, and that's definitely my best memory of college for sure.
What was the one that leaves you hurt?
Man.
It seemed like you had one. You talked about the double-edged sword.
Yeah, it is. Tennessee, we lost to Tennessee a lot, and I hate Tennessee so much. We lost to them a lot. We were on a burner season in 18. I think we went down there. We were like 8-1 or something, 7-1, and it was just chilly. It was 15 degrees. We weren't ready to play. We went out there, just laid a shit on the middle of the field. It was pitiful, but that's probably the worst one that we left behind.
Tough right there.
It's funny because you bring up how much you hate Tennessee, and at the back when in those days when you in 2018, phenomenal team, won 10 games, and then it's happened again here recently too. But the thorn in Kentucky's side in the East, it seemed to be Georgia.
Oh yeah,
but it seems like you have more hatred for Tennessee.
Yeah, Georgia is one of those teams where it's kind of like you love to play them because there's no pressure on us. You go in, you play well, you beat them, everybody loves you. You lose, it's like, it's Georgia. That's a terrible way to look at it, but in the back of your mind, you kind of do.
Sure.
So we played them for the East, and I don't remember what year it was. Got beat by 20. I think it was a rainy game, but I always enjoyed playing in Athens. Great stadium, very opposite of Tennessee. So I guess it probably stems from when I was younger. I grew up an Alabama fan and then hopped off the bandwagon, obviously, when I got into high school and kind of figured out I was going to go play somewhere else.
Yeah.
And so I guess it probably stemmed from there. I've hated Tennessee for a while.
Man, so another amazing accomplishment when you've got teams like Alabama and Georgia, especially Georgia was kind of rising to power when you were in college there as well. A lot of them A lot of the reason both of those teams have success is always been their physicality in the trenches on both sides of the ball.
Oh, yeah.
So you have those two teams every year, and then the talent that LSU has, but you playing at Kentucky, first team all SEC.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be an amazing feeling.
Oh, yeah. I was very blessed to have a great season. I was coached by one of the best offensive line coaches that ever touched this earth. He sadly passed away a couple of years back. But, yeah, I mean, I was very lucky to be in the place I was, and I firmly believe if I was anywhere else, it wouldn't have happened. So I was just surrounded by the right people, and they made me look good, and I tried to make them look good, and we went to work every day. And, yeah, I was all SEC. And
Is it 2019?
I believe so. I think it was All-American that year as well. Second team, maybe, something like that.
They give you a jacket for that? How's that work? You
Nothing.
get a pennant? What
No,
is it?
you get a little.
You get nothing?
You get a little statue, a little glass statue from
Yeah?
the SEC. That's about it.
Wow.
Get a
I
little-
thought All-American would have came with some,
Not
an
much.
iPad? Nothing?
Nothing.
Get a little ribbon on Wikipedia that says,
There you
all
go.
SEC.
That'll go anywhere.
A little
Yeah.
link.
That's there forever.
Have y'all seen my Wikipedia picture, by the way? You know, you can obviously edit and everything. It's just a picture of me bent over, my butt up in the air. So somebody obviously is not a
Hold
fan.
up. Hold up.
Whoever was editing this.
Oh, man.
My wife will pull it up when I'm getting too cocky just to make fun of me.
That's awesome. Ricky's going to
Have you ever tried to go in there and change it?
No, I haven't. I just stay off of it. I'm like, I just need to keep myself away from this.
That would be. I'm curious if there are any athletes. I say NFL player here because you're in the NFL that like go and edit their Wikipedia page at all.
No, but I'll tell you one thing. Checking your name on Twitter after a game is big in the locker room, and I stay away from it. But
Oh man,
a lot of guys straight off the field, straight to it, seeing what what people are saying about
Yo,
them.
I got good news.
Oh, they changed me
Your,
up.
your butt's not in there at all. Dude.
Thank
It's a
goodness.
good shot.
Well, it's just a chunky shot, but yeah, that's all right.
Well, I mean,
it's not the Grays though. It's not the Grays though.
It's my ass sitting in the air. That's all that matters.
yeah, I mean that's a plus. Dude.
There you go.
Baby steps. We're getting there.
For sure.
right.
But speaking of your picture right here, decked out in Detroit Lions gear, going from all SEC to recording your first starts in the NFL last year.
Yeah.
How was that, man? I mean, how was the adjustment to? Oh my God, I'm starting my first game.
Yeah.
Let's go. I saw some quotes where I think the quote was, "I was ready to run out and kill anybody."
Yeah, that's it. Dream come true. When I get on the field, man, it is just straight blinders. I'm ready to annihilate anybody in my way. I'm going to try to at least. There's a lot of big guys up there. But, yeah, I had kind of a long road. My rookie year, I didn't play much, just special teams guy. And then my second year was starting to make that step in the rotation and ended up tearing my knee up. So then I spent the rest of that year recovering, getting that repaired. And so last year was kind of my first year where I was like, I know the system. I know what I'm supposed to do. I was good to go in when they needed me. And so, we're just going to try to build off of that again this year.
And you guys got some experienced dudes up there. I mean, with like
Oh, yeah.
Ragnow and Decker. I mean, how's it been, fitting in between these guys that, been in the league for years and been very good?
You just get to learn from the best. I've been playing a lot of center, a lot of guard, and it's great to learn from Frank, one of the highest paid centers in the league. Mm-hmm. And he's become one of my great friends through the process. I go to his charity events and we hang out. Our wives are friends. So it's just growing relationships. Everybody's normal people. So I'm just lucky to be in a room full of down-to-earth guys because that's not very common in the NFL.
What was your first start last year?
Versus the Eagles. Fletcher Cox. All-pro.
Oh,
An all-pro
man.
guy. Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah.
Game one, you line up, there's Fletcher looking
I gave
at
up a sack. I'm not going to lie. So everybody's going to go look it up. But other than that, played pretty well. I was happy with it, especially from a 3-time all-pro guy. So it was
Many others have given up sacks.
no doubt. So it was cool.
In your defense, I do feel like Jared Goff seems like a very forgiving kind of guy.
100%. Yeah, he's easy to block for, And then you talk about our backs as well. Jamal Williams. We just lost Swift. He's with Philly now. But we had a great backfield.
Seems like you guys just got a great locker room.
Oh, yeah, we do. Man, we have a lot of fun. I mean, nothing's taken too seriously. We go out there, we get our work done, we come in, we enjoy ourselves. So that's kind of what you want to be a part of.
Growing up here in Alabama and Tennessee, working the farm, sweaty, hot, playing college football here in the South,
Yeah.
like you mentioned, going to Athens and Knoxville. How long did it take you to adjust playing up there in the North?
Oh, I'll tell you, thank God we play in a dome. But we do practice outside. And the snow does not go away, boys. I don't know if you know that or not. I don't know where you guys are from, but
Here.
yeah. The snow's terrible. I'll take 90-degree July, 100-degree July over 10, 15-degree December, January for sure.
Oh, my gosh. You ever, It's got to be terrifying. Like, I've been outside when it's been that cold, but I'm definitely not playing like tackle football, like hands in the dirt and then have to put your hands on people. I feel like it's really easy to snap a finger or two and have no clue that it happened. You ever break any bones?
Oh yeah. That's probably comes with. I've broke every finger I have. That's honestly, I got a tattoo for my wedding because this one was jammed up at the time. I couldn't get a ring on. So I was like, well, I'll just get a tattoo. So and I enjoy it now, so I don't have to take it off and I'll put gloves on. If I ever want something, I'll buy it. But
do you have any fingers you can't move very well?
No, I've been very lucky. I got a pinky that's kind of crooked, but everything's been fairly straight healing wise.
No, that's pretty good.
That is
considering.
very
There's usually, every guy's got one over there at like a 45-degree
Exactly.
angle. Yeah.
I've been very lucky. All of mine have been tendons and they've been easily popped back in,
Oh, that's always convenient.
Yeah, well, so some guys, they're like you said, they're sideways and it's just jammed like that, and they either have to have surgery or just hope it goes back. So
that's gotta be rough. You just hope it goes. Come on, baby.
Well, you make a fist and you got half your digit over here hanging off the side. So
they pop it back in on the side, and you ever have to like bite a towel or something? Does it hurt?
no, you got so much adrenaline, you don't even feel.
Did you ever dislocate a finger in front of your stepdad?
No, I was about to say my dad, the one with the bourbon. He
The one with the bird.
Right.
He's in construction. He had a 2x4 fall off, I think, like a second or third story, hit him right on his ring finger. He can't bend it.
Oh yeah,
Like it does not bend.
I thought you were gonna be like, yeah. So he bit it off.
yeah. They're gonna say, well, he beat me with a 2x4 one day.
Yeah, he came home and he very aggressive.
He made me set the bone.
You know how much tea I had to make to get over that? Too much.
All right. We'll handle the rest of that. Hopefully months from now. But, but hey, you guys got, the Detroit Lions, for the longest time, were the laughing stock of the league.
Oh, yeah.
In the last few years, it's not like that anymore.
Well,
Coaches come in there, really turn things around. You guys lose Swift, you lose Jamal Williams, but you bring in David Montgomery, you bring in Jahmyr Gibbs. It seems like you got, I love the front office and what you said about the coaches are all ex-players. It seems like everyone's thinking the same thing and they're all on that same path. And it's shown because the Lions last year at the end of the year looked like one of the best teams in the league. How is it now being on Detroit and people are expecting things out of you guys?
Oh, it's a much different locker room now. My rookie year we were under Matt Patricia and he was on his way out. He got fired, I think, 5 or 6 games in. And so after that, that's a strange feeling, Yeah. The guy who just drafted you is now out. You don't know where you're going to be, if you're going to be somewhere else, blah, blah, blah. But very thankful to be into this locker room because, like you said, everybody's on the same page. And Brad Holmes has made sure that he's put people in the locker room that are all ready to do what we all want to do. We have one goal in mind. That's the Super Bowl and win games. So
that's a really good area to go down when you talk about having, as a rookie, your coach gets fired halfway through your rookie season, and you're wondering, not only you got to get through that year, but you got to wonder who the next coach is and how you're going to fit in. Was there a sigh of relief when it was Dan Campbell, and you were like, oh, God, this guy kind of fits me like a glove?
Yeah, well, I didn't know much of him, and so he got hired. That's been the offseason. I think I was somewhere, and I just saw a video of him talking about biting kneecaps, and I was kind of like, okay. All right, I'm with this guy. Okay, it's cool. But to allude back to rookie year, people don't understand it's a business, know. So, I was drafted by one coaching staff, and now they are gone. The new coaching staff coming in could look at me and be like, this guy's trash. Let's get rid of him. So you're having to prove yourself every day. And so people don't understand that just because you're drafted to a team, you got the opportunity. You know what I mean? That's about it. Here's your opportunity. Don't waste it. So you got to prove yourself every day.
Being in the North, I got to know, have you, unlike or maybe very similar to Jordan Love, have you ever wished another team Happy Father's Day? Did you ever?
No, I have not done that. I did not see that. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, the Packers and Aaron Rodgers own the Bears.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers is their daddy. Jordan Love, for Father's Day, on Twitter, put out a video of him wishing the Bears Happy Father's Day.
Oh, okay.
I think he kind of meant it the reverse.
Yeah, he probably
kind of
didn't get
admitted
that right.
the Bears were his daddy.
Yep.
So is there a team you're looking forward to trying to own this year, now that you guys are kind of in the up and up?
I don't want to speak too soon, but if we don't do really well in the North this year, something's wrong. A lot of those teams are looking not as good as they have in the past, to put it lightly, and so I think we're looking much stronger. So I'll just leave it at that. I think we're going to do well in our division this year, and I'm excited for it.
So you've been doing some off-season training now, and I'm curious. I don't know how much you've gotten to see of them, but there are a few Alabama boys that have done really well the last couple of years in college that are now there in Detroit. Look, Jahmyr Gibbs and
Jameson
Williams.
Yeah.
Those boys looking pretty good.
Oh yeah, they're athletes. They come from almost a professional mindset already down in Alabama. So it's an easy transition for them. They know what they're supposed to do. They come in, they play. It's a job. Come in and work, and then go enjoy yourself on your off time.
Two more things from me here that I have to hit before we get off here. Number one, I do just want to go ahead and let you know. So we have something here called the Bullpen Bump.
Okay.
And this is the bullpen, right? So we interview when we have homestands, we interview our players, and it has been uncanny. Where even dating back to last season, every player that we interview last year, it was they would go out and play really, really well. They'd play really, really well. This year, every time we've interviewed a player, they've gotten the bump up to the majors. So Ben Joyce from Tennessee, the pitcher that could throw 105 miles an hour, had him on the next day, gone. Colton Ingram, we had him on 2 weeks ago. Or not even a week later, gone up to the show. So I just wanted to, from me and Ricky here, I just wanted to go ahead and say, preemptive, you're welcome when you're in the Pro Bowl sipping sweet tea, not made by me.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're welcome.
Oh, I hope not.
Good for the boys. Why is the whole team not up here? What are you guys doing?
Well,
That
let me
seems a
tell
little
you.
too selective.
Traffic's picking up. Bud,
Okay,
let
good.
me tell you.
Everybody
But,
wants to come up here now.
This is our first foray into the football world.
Yeah.
So this is you've become an experiment now.
Okay.
If things go well, I mean, sky's the limit for us. So we're riding the Logan Stenberg train all the way to Moneytown.
I won't
baby.
let you down, boys. I won't.
All that off-season training, all the, like working out in the heat, and then obviously the practices you're going to do in the cold.
Yeah.
When the season gets later in the year, when you get those accomplishments and you're sitting there thinking about all the hard work you had, means nothing. It was
all
right here.
right
It was
here.
right here,
Yep.
and I'm
Right
taking
here.
full credit.
Those 6 a.m. workouts meant nothing. Thank
That's right.
God I did the podcast.
Not a thing. Not a thing.
They're
That's
overrated.
right.
I
So
love it.
if you ever need, I don't know, if Jared Goff has a bad game, just give us a call. We'll pump him up.
Yeah,
Will
we can do
do.
video calls.
Well,
Yeah.
dude, that's an easy one. Yeah, we can definitely plug them in with you guys and get them going. Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Well,
man.
I mean, we should just honestly get ahead of it and do them all right now. I don't know why we're not.
give him a call.
Yeah.
You got your phone?
Yeah, I'll call him right now.
Who you got on FaceTime real quick? We'll FaceTime the first one that pops up.
Oh my gosh.
So the other one I wanted to – so in baseball, and I'm sure you know this, but the pitchers will tell you this, the position players will tell you this, pitchers are weird. Pitchers are the weird ones.
Yeah.
And those have been the ones –
Superstitious, correct?
Oh, they're
Yeah.
All of
superstitious.
it. Yeah.
Ben Joyce we had on, Ricky asked him about his daily routine. Not only does Ben Joyce immediately take the coldest shower you could possibly take.
Okay.
He takes several ice baths throughout the day. He juggles, and he starts his day after the shower eating 8 eggs a day. If a Major League Baseball pitcher is eating like that, I got to do a starting offensive lineman in the NFL. What's your diet like, dude?
Yeah. We do all these tests to see how many calories you need to maintain, blah, blah, blah. Basically, I have to eat around 3,000, 3,500 just to maintain. So I'm eating close to 4,500, and I just try to get upwards of 300 grams of protein in a day. So chicken, smoothies, a lot of egg whites.
Are we holding you back? You're supposed to be eating right now?
No, I'm good. I ate before I came. We're good. Yeah.
What'd you have?
All right.
Oh, I had egg whites. And so I do these little cartons. I don't know how many is in it, but it's about 80 grams of protein. So I'll do a full carton of that. And then I did a chicken breast shredded up and then watermelon.
So full disclosure, on the carton of egg whites, like the little, it looks like, I guess, little creamer carton almost.
Yes, exactly.
Are they supposed to be eaten in one sitting?
No. I think there's 12 servings in it.
How many?
Is what it says. 12, I'm pretty sure.
He ate 12 servings of egg whites before he walked in the store.
It's not good on the sodium, I'm pretty sure, but that'll be all right.
And is today a cheat day for you? Because I mean, you're at a ball game. It's not like we're going to be able to get you
not technically
chicken breast
cheat
and
day.
some
I'm
egg
gonna have a
white.
couple beers tonight though, for sure. So
Oddly enough, today's featured food item is it's National Detroit Style Pizza Day. Did you know that?
so you guys got the thick, the square pieces.
We got the cheeseburger Detroit Style Pizza out there. So I mean, I feel like you have to get some. Is that allowed?
Oh yeah. I'll definitely. Hey, you got to eat whatever to get the calories.
I mean,
4,500
it's Detroit
calories
style.
is a lot, man.
You just say you're homesick. I'll let you get away with it.
I'll let you know for the next time you guys are out here and you're home and visiting. You're wanting a good calorie day.
Yeah.
Wednesdays are all you can eat.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, really? How much you pay?
So you get a regular ticket to sit down after tax is $17.44.
Okay.
$27.25. So $10 for all you can eat.
Whoa.
All you can till the 7th inning. Hot dogs, hamburgers, popcorn,
Wednesdays?
nachos, fries. Wednesdays.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'll be here for that, man.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Hey, man,
That might put us out of a job.
I was fixing to say $10. I'll get my worth. Believe me.
Oh no, you've ruined
I
us.
would love to see. I want to see what that looks like.
We used to do that in college, like I was alluding to. We had the Legends in Lexington, and they had a dollar beer night. And
Oh,
so
boy.
me and the boys would go, and I mean, it would turn bad. Around they stopped serving in the seventh.
Yeah.
Yeah, seventh stretch. So we would just hammer them for 7 straight innings, and then as soon as they stopped serving, we'd leave. We were bad fans, but we definitely got our money's worth.
You supported the local economy.
Of
though.
course, of course.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a weird question, but I feel like I have to ask it because if it's an offensive lineman talking about chugging beer, it's been a popular thing to watch him. Bakhtiari's done it at games. Being here close to Nashville, I grew up close to Nashville. You grew up at least somewhat in Tennessee. Taylor Lewan and them chugged beer through a catfish
Busting
a
with the
while
boys.
back.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing you've ever chugged a beer through.
Oh, I've done a shoey before in the middle of the bar. So,
Ooh.
yeah, I took my boot off, nasty, gross boot, straight beer in, and yeah, that's probably the worst.
You get athlete's mouth after that, or how's that
You know,
work?
you just drink liquor right after that, and it sterilizes everything.
There you
You
go.
know, it kills it all.
It's college education right there.
It's
Yeah, you take
graduate.
16 ounces of, bourbon, that'll kill it all.
If you're taking a shot, what is your go-to? Obviously, bourbon's out for me. I've had my fill of bourbon. I'm a tequila guy. Love
okay.
tequila. I will go shop for. I mean, maybe not shop for Shadow. That knock me out early, but I can. That's the one I can do without making a face. It's easy.
Yeah.
You got one like that? What's your favorite?
I mean, it depends on the night. Tequila makes me crazy. So if we're doing tequila, it's got to be silver. I'm not doing gold tequila. I'm above that.
Same.
Yeah, okay,
silver.
good. So we'll do silver tequila shots. But if I'm just going to the bar and Neil will pick me up straight to a couple beers afterwards, bourbon. Yeah, I'll do straight bourbon. I'm kind of a bourbon guy nowadays. So
I'll pass, but thank you.
yeah, okay. Well, you can do your tequila and we'll have a great night.
That's right. Yeah.
What is yours?
I only drink sea breezes. Yeah.
A little wine cooler? What is this?
A little spritzy.
Okay.
No, tequila would be the
I
go-to.
got you.
Ricky will drink anything you put in front of him.
Yeah. Not well.
Pretty much.
He's
Back
like,
in the-
yeah.
Definitely.
If I'm parched. Yeah.
I love it.
That's
I
right.
love
You
it.
ever chug anything, a beer out of something weird like a shoe? I've never done a shoe before.
No, almost a prosthetic leg, but I was out.
Wow.
Hey, you just don't in the mold.
I'm
That's
with
what
you.
I'm worried about. I don't want the spores.
If it's someone I know, I don't know. I'd do it. But if it
If
was
you
like
do
a-
that, you got to have a picture of that. That would have been
Oh
incredible.
yeah, we absolutely.
That's the new profile picture.
Oh!
There you go.
Yeah, hello LinkedIn.
Yes.
out in Florence when I was in college, I didn't do it. I was just kind of the instigator. I made, or I didn't make, but I talked some friends into chugging it through a traffic cone.
Oh,
we found it was
that's
like-
pretty nasty.
It was
Yeah.
disgusting. Oh,
I'd rather do my
disgusting.
own boot. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, me too. I would
Yeah.
rather do your boot than that
Yeah,
traffic cone. It
for
was
sure.
disgusting. They did. They had a good time. I think they're still alive. I think so.
All right, man. Well, maybe you could chug a beer off a slice of Detroit style pizza tonight while you're. While
Hey,
you're
I'll
hanging
be
out with
drinking it. You guys put the camera on me. I'll chug one for sure.
us. All right. Well, I know where the seat location.
It'll
are. We'll
happen.
Get the
Huh?
cameras
Okay.
ready.
Awesome.
Well, man, I mean, obviously coming down here to try to enjoy a ball game, and you had us let us ask you questions for an hour and grill you. So we really appreciate you being in here.
Yeah,
dude.
man.
I enjoyed you guys having me, man. I'm
Great
excited
talking
for
to
tonight. Yeah, brother.
Anytime, dude. I'll watch you drink a bourbon any day.
Perfect.
I'll sip a beer or something.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all, seriously.
Again, it's been the Bullpen. I'm Tony Mack. That's Tricky Ricky. Our special guest, Detroit offensive lineman Logan Stenberg, played at Kentucky and, of course, played here locally at James Clemens. We have a game tonight. The Trash Pandas taking on the Montgomery Biscuits. It's game 3 of a 6-game series. Gates open at 5:30. It is post-game fireworks. If you guys want to stay with the kids after the game, we got the fireworks going up afterwards. Like you said, Detroit-style pizza night.
Yeah.
Well, anything else you want to plug?
Hey, man, it's the weekend. It's Trash Pandas baseball. This is the best. We're going to have about 7,000 people in here. It's going to get loud. Logan, you got a prediction?
Oh, who are we playing? The Biscuits, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, they won't score a point. So I'll say Trash Pandas 9-0.
9-0 there.
Here, right here.
There it is.
Speaking of, you talked about the biscuits. I feel like, since you're trying to get your calories up, I
Yeah.
have to let you know, if you don't want the Detroit-style pizza, don't let them talk you into it. We have something here called the Eat Your Opponent dog.
Okay.
We try to make a hot dog based off of our opponent. With the biscuits being in town, it's like a hot dog, gravy, and all kinds of
Yeah.
stuff. If you're feeling it, let me know.
I don't know if I'm feeling that one, but biscuit segue. Sorry, we're trying to get out of here. The best biscuit is Hardee's. I mean, there's no question about it.
Oh,
Have
Looking
y'all
for Hardee's.
have y'all had the Hardee's biscuits?
I've had a Hardee's biscuit. Yeah, not recently, though.
That's the go-to. A lot of people say Chick-fil-A, but they're too crumbly. I'm not a fan.
I wanted to ask you, because you went Hardee's on the biscuit, I was going to ask if you had a most overrated fast food joint. I know that's a hot topic around here.
Most overrated fast food joint. I would definitely say Taco Bell. People love Taco Bell.
That's a hot take.
I got sick on it in college. I've been off it for years now. I won't touch it.
I agree. I was craving. I will crave Taco Bell, and
Yep.
then I'll get it and immediately regret it.
His stepdad used to own 3 Taco Bell franchises.
He actually
in their
forced you to eat
hometown.
100 quesadillas at once, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I had Taco Bell 2 nights ago on my way home. I was craving it. I'm like, this is what I'm going to do for dinner. And afterwards, I was like, well, that was
Awesome.
It's kind of expensive too, honestly, to get what you want. I mean, it's $20 meal to get a couple quesadillas and a soft taco. It's like, nah, I'm good. I'll go Chick-fil-A and get a couple chicken sandwiches.
I'll be honest with you. The fast food joint for me that is the most overrated. Every time I go there, it's their fry. The most the disappointing fast food fry, Jack's.
I don't touch Jack's.
Dude,
I thought
You
were
don't
gonna
like
say,
a nice crinkle?
No, I thought you were
Oh,
going to say Arby's because of the curly fries, and those are elite.
Love the curly fries.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
love the curly fries.
A
You'll
little
never
beef
hear
and
a
cheddar
complaint.
too. I mean, it's a gross one to eat, but it's good.
I'll be honest. I like
Yeah.
beef and cheddar.
Yeah.
I didn't like Arby's growing up because it was the place my brother always wanted to go, and I just wanted to go anywhere else. But now,
You got that mustache now too. You could tear up a beef and cheddar. Dude.
Oh, there'd be
You'd
cheddar
be
all over the
dripping off
place.
that thing. Oh, man.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I don't know if you can grow facial hair.
Yeah.
So I had a beard, and they convinced me to go just the mustache for a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And beer tastes better. Don't know why. It's got like the extra hops.
Wow, a little extra fizz on it.
Beer tastes better. Added
Larger
about,
head?
Added about 30 yards to my golf game, my golf swing. On
You're a golfer?
Every club. Well, I mean, I'll go.
I play golf.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's my favorite pastime. When I'm not,
Yeah.
working out or whatever, it is straight to the course for me.
What you shooting?
Oh, so I played Robert Trent Jones 2 days ago and shot 89, but I wasn't hitting it too well. I could probably go a little lower, but I'm not going to claim.
We went for Father's Day, and it was me and my other buddies that are dads, and it was the first time I've golfed since my son was born, so it's been a year.
Yeah.
So I shot poorly, but typically, I'm like, I don't know what the handicap would be, but depending on the courses around here, I shoot like 95, 96.
Yeah.
It's a
So you're good enough to
round.
go out and have fun.
Oh, yeah.
You hate to go and play with people where it's.
if I shoot over 100, it's a very upsetting day.
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
So.
I think you guys actually had Lee Hodges throw the first
did.
pitch. You know he's my first cousin, right?
No, I didn't.
What?
No
yeah,
way.
he's my first cousin on my mom's side. Yep.
Oh, so cool. Yeah, Lee was the nicest, man.
Yeah, he's
down
awesome.
to earth guy, real cool. Came out of here, delivered a strike, by the way.
Did he? Oh, a lot of
so
pressure. I should
now-
have mentioned it.
Now with the family element, okay, yeah, the pressure's there, dude.
No doubt. All right. And I've played with him once or twice, and you talk about being disappointed. That is the most demoralizing thing of all time.
Yeah, I
You
bet.
go out there, and he'll be pissed because he shot one under, and I'm like, I'm at like 90 over here just hacking it away. It's pitiful, but yeah, he's awesome.
I hit a par the other day.
Yeah.
I was so
Yeah, oh
happy.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Treat yourself to a beef and cheddar after that one.
Dude, it was the
Large curly fry.
the front nine went so poorly. It was my first time golfing in a year, literally a calendar year, and we get the whole 10 on the back nine. I parred it, and I'm like, well, now it's going to start to turn around.
Yeah, double bogey.
That was easily the highlight of the day.
Yeah.
the par. It went south right back to the front nine immediately. So, but again, it's totally fine. We weren't rushing to get out. I just if you had any other
cool,
hot
no.
takes like the biscuit, I'm all ears, man.
No, man. I mean, we got an Alabama fan over here. Is Alabama winning the national championship this year? We could talk about that.
You know, the uncertainty at the quarterback position's got me a little worried, but at the same time, Alabama's a team that's won championships where the quarterback hasn't been, a 5-star Heisman finalist type. Alabama's always got talent. In Nick, we trust. I mean, they're going to be up there, no doubt.
Okay.
I saw Kirk Herbstreit today, though. He said, I'm picking Alabama to win the Natty. I guarantee it.
Oh, Lord,
Strong
have
words
mercy.
from
Yeah, that's
Kirk,
strong.
which also feels like the death knell
I
at
speak
this
for
point
the
in the year.
rest of college football when I say we are ready for Nick Saban to be gone.
Oh, God, I bet. Yeah.
I mean, we are ready for him to retire, go move on, sit at your lake house, and get away from us.
But it seems like you got part 2 over there in Athens now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
Kirk?
It's just he's bred his own child over there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
it's gonna be bad.
What do you think about Texas, Oklahoma getting ready to join the SEC?
I'm kind of excited about it. I mean, honestly, I know there's a lot of mixed feelings about it, but I'm excited to. I wish I got to go play there. Honestly, I'm jealous. We got to play in Texas one time, A&M. Don't remember what year it was, but that was one of the cooler stadiums we went to as well. I don't know if you guys have been to College Station. It is beautiful. It is humongous. The 12th man is rocking. It is a fun stadium. So, I mean, Texas got the money. Oklahoma's got the money. Bring them in.
And the other one I had, I know that he was past your time at Kentucky, but he's been a hot topic. I grew up a Titans fan, so I've got a Titans lean there. What do you know about Will Levis and his journey here to be a pro? A lot of people feel like he's an overrated cat.
Yeah, I mean, I wish him nothing but the best. Luke Fortner, his center in college, is one of my best friends, was in my wedding as one of my groomsmen, so he has nothing but great things to say about the guy. So, I mean, I think he'll ball. He's definitely a competitor. If they give him a chance, I think he's going to prove some people wrong for sure. I wish he would just stop drinking coffee with mayonnaise and eating bananas. Like, all right, we're done with the NIL deal. Calm down. Let's be normal.
You ever try one of those?
No, I'm out on it. I don't know. I'm good.
Would you rather drink a beer out of Ricky's shoe right now or coffee with mayonnaise?
Oh, I'll drink a Ricky, a Tricky Ricky beer shoey.
These shoes work a lot of games.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I trust you.
Talking an average of 20,000 steps a game. So
I see the bun back here. He's a clean man, so I'll trust it.
Yeah, he's got a very Kurt Ben Kurt look going on.
Kurt Ben Kurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. What an ending. What an ending to the podcast.
Well, we talked about him one summer, and then we saw the picture of him signing that contract with the Packers, and it was identical. Your now wife thought it was you at first.
I'll
it
take
was a good
it, man.
comparison.
I'll take it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I'm
at
getting
all.
a lot of Lieutenant Dangle from Reno 911. He's getting NFL quarterback.
Yeah, I think you need to go straight stash. I'll be honest with you. I kind of like it.
Right.
You're letting the beard grow back in, and that's a cop out. You know.
All right.
Maybe come back, go home, and shave it, and come back tonight ready to ball.
How can I not?
Dude,
after that?
I'm telling you.
You said the beer tastes better. I mean, what's the?
It does. Dude.
What's the con?
You were talking about the head on the beer. Like
Yeah.
every time you take a sip, it just the head comes right back.
Yeah,
It's
I don't see a negative to it.
Not at all.
You're a married man. You're not trying to impress anybody.
It's true. It's a good point.
There you go.
It's a good point. I'm sure my wife would love to hear I'm not trying to impress her, but yeah, I get your point. I get your point. Yeah, you're right. We've been together almost 10 years.
You've already got her. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Our son's a year old. I got her trapped.
good for you.
She's in
Smart man.
there. But Logan, again, man, thank you so much for being on here, dude. This is really awesome. We really do appreciate having you on here. Again, I know you're here to try and enjoy a ball game, and you let us talk your ear off for an hour. So.
No, I appreciate you guys having me, and I'm excited about tonight.
All right. Well, he's going to be throwing out a first pitch. He'll be here. If you see the guy, you might want to get in line at the concession before him. He's trying to hit a calorie limit here. So I'm Tony Mack. Until we'll be back on Monday, I'm Tony Mack. That's Tricky Ricky, Logan Stenberg.